So Dossier has a brand new collection of original fragrances. And of course, for those of you who don't know, Dossier is one of those brands that make inspired expressions, but also original creations. And this is a new collection of fragrances. It's called the Color Factory Collection. And of course, they all have this sort of synesthetic connection where you compare them to a color and then the color is tied to an aroma or a note or a smell or whatever. And here we have one called Yellow Daze. Now this is a really interesting one in my opinion. It was actually one of the most interesting ones in the entire collection, so I'm gonna be covering it for you today. What an interesting fragrance. I'm gonna let you know all about this fragrance in just a little bit, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on Yellow Daze by Dossier, a brand new fragrance. This one came out fairly recently, and of course this is a really interesting fragrance for those of you who don't necessarily want to smell like everybody else. This is a very unique combination of notes, and you'll see exactly what they are in just a little bit. I want to start the video off first, however, by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance related content, and of course if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. And here you have it, Yellow Daze by Dossier, part of the Color Factory collection. So we have their black fragrance, which smells like incense. We have their blue fragrance, which smells oceanic. You have their red fragrance, which smells a bit like cherry. I tried them all, by the way. Now, Yellow Daze is the one that really caught my attention because I said, my goodness, this fragrance is such a unique combination of notes. Yeah, there are maybe 2 or 3 other fragrances out there that I could potentially compare it to, but for this price point, you're not getting anything tantamount. And I'll let the proverbial cat out of the bag. This is a banana-based fragrance with some other really interesting notes as well. Nevertheless, I'm gonna tell you all about this fragrance in just a little bit, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, as far as the overall smell is concerned, let's go ahead and take a look at the note breakdown. So, of course, all of their fragrances, be it inspiration or original, comes with one of these cards. And this one in the top, you have banana, ginger, grapefruit, and rum. In the heart, you have ylang, jasmine, milky notes, and white woods. And then in the base, you have vanilla, santal, patchouli, and incense. And it's funny, under scent family, it says edible, where it should say gourmand, but I like edible. I think it's a bit more relatable. I think a lot of people don't know what gourmand means as far as, perfume classifications are concerned. So anyway, this is a milky, spicy banana fragrance. And let me tell you something, you are gonna get banana. Straight up. This is a beautiful banana fragrance. And, I was thinking of Ambrosia Imperial by Navitus Parfum, and I was thinking of the Banana Offering by L'Artisan Parfumeur. And there are a couple other brands that have done a banana-based fragrance. I think Hez Parfum as well, like a kind of like a banana bread type of a thing. But this is a beautiful fragrance if you're looking for a very milky, edible banana fragrance. So some of the other fragrances might compare or compound banana with rum. Some of them might compound it with vanilla or some other sweet gourmand ingredients, but this is actually kind of a lactonic take on the banana ingredient. So it kind of at times smells like a banana split. So it's a really interesting fragrance. This is the vanilla, my God. This is the banana split fragrance of the fragrance community. So if you're looking for something that is rather sweet, quite edible, but it also has a lot of other non-edible ingredients in here as well, namely the jasmine, the white woods, the ylang ylang. Nobody's eating flowers, right? Well, you do have some edible florals, but it's besides the point. I love that milkiness works in great harmony with the vanilla, the sandalwood. So you do have a lot of ingredients in here that also in and of themselves convey this sort of lactonic quality like the sandalwood. Sandalwood is said to be a creamy, rich, smooth, slightly sweet, woodsy ingredient. And so when you combine milky notes with sandalwood, it's a perfect pairing, I think. And Yellow Daze is just a really wonderful, rich smelling banana perfume. Not rich as in smells very lavish and luxurious, but it has a very robust aroma is what I was trying to say. Because it's so sweet and playful, I can see this being worn very well casually or on a night out, right? So if you're just out to have fun, you're out to mingle, maybe spend the evening with some friends or a significant other, you're looking for a bit more of a playful, olfactive personality, this is a great way to go. Of course, if you're looking for something with a bit more elevation, as it were, I think Dossier has a lot of other fantastic offerings on the market, but Yellow Daze is such an interesting fragrance. And I think also subconsciously with the jasmine, the ylang ylang, I said, let me go ahead and review this perfume next from the brand, because I think this would be totally suitable for the spring and summer, which are precisely the seasons that we're either in or about to enter. And I always admire the magnetic cap, and look at the distribution on the atomizer. Really powerful. They've improved it some months back, or at least it feels like it's been a few months. Awesome fragrance. Please check it out if you want to experience a creamy, milky, gourmand, edible, banana-based perfume, Yellow Daze. And I smell it. Yellow Daze is the way to go. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, with comparison to the many other banana-based perfumes on the market that I have tried, this one is unique. It's an original creation. It does stand out. Longevity on this fragrance is about 7 hours on my skin. Projection a little bit beyond an arm's length for the first hour of application. It became an elbow's length scent right around hour 4 or 5. The skin scent right around hour 7. As far as the versatility is concerned, perfectly unisex, but if you're a fan of some of the sweeter perfumes on the market, I think this one will really cater to your tastes. I think this is great for a night out, great for the spring and summer. I would say fall as well. Dead of winter, you might want to go with maybe like their incense-based offering or something like that. And I think this will cater to anybody of any age. And as far as the presentation is concerned, I like how they make the boxes a different color to sort of offset one collection from the other. And again, it's the fact that they have this minimalist presentation, that they're able to keep costs low, selling direct to consumer. And that's what makes Dossier fragrances so affordable. My final verdict on this fragrance is, if you want to experience a very unique smelling banana perfume, something that is sweet, milky, rich, creamy, lactonic, the vanilla, the sandalwood, all of these wonderful ingredients with that rich and robust banana note lingering for several hours throughout the fragrance, check out Yellow Daze by Dossier. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time and your viewership. It means the world to me. I hope I was able to give you a little bit of education or information on this brand new release. At least it's brand new to me. It is a new collection. Thank you for joining me. And if you took anything of value from today's episode, I would really appreciate it if you would consider supporting the channel by clicking subscribe, hitting the bell, and giving this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would mean a lot to me. So thanks again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.